Okay, the manager's here to take your questions on the game. If you'd like to put your hand up. Microphone, please.
Jose, hello. You brought two 17-year-olds in Garner and Mason Greenwood out here. Is there a chance they'll start tomorrow, or is it more likely coming off the bench?
No, they don't start. Gardner will be on the bench, and Mason is the extra player in case that we have any problem. But no, they don't start. We have. What? Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
No, I was saying that the kids, they don't start the match. Gardner will be on the bench, and Mason is the protection player in case that we have any injured. We have players that need to play. We have players that deserve to play. So, in spite of we left a few players in Manchester, we are going to play with the team only with players from the first team.
Jose, you've already qualified. You could win the group if results go a certain way. Does that even come into your thinking, or are you more worried about perhaps Liverpool on Sunday and just giving people minutes?
No, I'm not about Liverpool. I'm about the match tomorrow. But obviously we qualify, and football is football, anything can happen. But normally, Juventus should win the match in Switzerland. So I don't think the result of the match tomorrow will have an impact on finish first or finish second. But it's a football match. It's a Champions League match, and in spite of the situation is clear, and also for Valencia the situation is clear. They finished third, independent of results. In spite of that, it's Manchester United, is professional players, and we want to do well.
Jose, you said on Saturday that Paul Pogba would start the match. What are you looking for from him tomorrow?
I'm looking for him to play well and to have a good impact in the game and a good impact in the team. A team without, I would say, with many players that don't have many miles on their legs. A team with some players that are not playing a lot. So I hope that people like Paul and a couple of others that are normally in the team, and they have that number of miles that players need to be at the top level. I hope that he can have a good impact in the team.
Just following on from that question, with regard to Paul, why do you think, as his manager, you've not been able to get the best out of him this season?
I don't think your question goes in the direction of what I want to answer or listen. I don't like your question.
Yeah, but why do you think we haven't seen the best of football this season?
You can put the question from another direction. I don't like the direction you put the question.
Jose, talking to Romelu at the weekend, he said that you spoke to him personally to tell him exactly what you wanted from him, which was more aggression, intensity in his game. Have you done likewise with Paul? Is that what you're looking for from him?
Romelu told you, but I didn't tell you. I don't tell you when I have or when I don't have meetings with my players. Romelu told you it's not a problem for me. He was absolutely honest. He told you exactly the truth. I'm perfectly fine with that. But that was Romelu's decision, was not me coming to you and telling you I had a meeting with him, I told him this, I told him that. Not at all. and Romelu was not the only player that I had meetings. I have when I feel I can have a positive impact on the players. I have when I feel that the players are open to it. I do it when the players give me all the indications that they really want to improve and are really open. For somebody with more experience than them, I do when I feel can be positive for myself and for the player.
Aquí, quería preguntarle qué opinión personal tiene de Peter Lim, que creo que pudieron coincidir en...
I would like to ask you, what's your personal opinion about Peter Lim and about Guedes, who will not be playing tomorrow? I don't know if you think that he may be the next star of the Portuguese football.
For many years, even
Peter?
before he bought Valencia. I know Peter for a long time. He's the kind of man that sometimes I don't understand, because if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't invest my money in football for sure. I would enjoy football, I would enjoy life, but I wouldn't invest my money in football. So Peter is fantastic because he loves football so much. He could be enjoying his life with his family, and then if he falls in love with football in such a way where he becomes the owner of one of the biggest clubs in Spain, I think is fantastic, and I think football needs people like him. That's end of story. Gonzalo, from what I understand, is having some physical problems. I read something about pubis problems, and I think for a player like him, which is a player that only plays in high intensity, if he has that problem is a problem for his style of play and for the quality of his play. So I hope that he resolve his problems as soon as possible, because he's a good player for Valencia, for the Spanish league, and of course in Portugal we need Gonzalo ready for the playoffs against England.
Okay, last two questions, one here and one at the back. Thank you.
Jose, sorry, we didn't get a chance to ask you on Saturday. Obviously, your agent released a statement on Friday. Can I just ask what the thinking was behind that, and are you glad that statement is now out?
Which statement?
From George on, Manchester United being very happy with you.
No.
Being very happy at United.
No, I have nothing to do with the statement. It's George's statement. It's not my statement. And
did you know it was coming?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know at all, and I don't care about it.
Okay, last question at the back, please.
Señor Mourinho, buenas tardes. Sobre lo que le han preguntado de Peter Lim, yo quería preguntarle concretamente.
Mr. Mourinho, I would like to know about Peter Lim. Do you feel worried or think that we should be worried about the Valencia team with regards to Peter Lim getting involved? And secondly, you being a veteran coach, I would like to know what's your opinion about this season of the Valencia club.
With Peter about Valencia, I don't speak with Peter about his club, but sometimes there is a perception, not in Valencia, all over the world, there is a perception that the fans, they care more about the club than the professionals, and that is totally wrong. It's totally wrong. Nobody in Manchester or connected with Manchester cares more about the club than myself. And as you know, 3 years ago I was not in Manchester, and I was far from from being connected with Manchester United. We, the professionals, are the ones that feel everything, every day, every second. So Peter Lim, Marcelino, all of them are the ones that are really living the moment every second. And honestly, knowing Peter as a very calm man, very wise man, knowing Marcelino as the very good coach he is, and everybody knows he is, and he's proving that in Spain for so many years, I think they will improve their situation. And honestly, I don't think Valencia is, from my perspective as Valencia opponent, and analyzing Valencia matches since we got them in the draw, I think Valencia is playing to have much more points than they have. Always details, always a little bit unlucky, not scoring enough for the football they play and the chances they have. I think they will improve.
Okay, guys, thank you.